Good morning, bright and early here. Just loaded the machine back up. It's not too noisy until you start to move it, and then it makes the beeping sound. Steve, you have a pretty big pour here this morning, huh?
Huge.
So we're just extending this driveway apron over for their extra parking space entrance. So they were driving through the mud for a couple weeks now. Now we'll put them in some concrete. So Steve's taking care of this. I just loaded that into our dump trailer. This is coming in real handy. I'm really glad we got this from Bennett's in Ohio. If you need a dump trailer, that's the place to go. Show you what Tom and Jim and Ryan got ready yesterday. Traction mats here. They're taking rebar in now. We're going to use our power buggies to get the concrete back. And about a 2x2, 3x3 grid. Right around here, nice arc to the front of the patio following the wall. I like how you guys did that. Was that your idea, Jim? Arc of this wall just continues right through there. Ryan's fighting with rebar. Can we just tie that all together and make it bend? That should work. So that'll look real nice from up on the deck. Okay, a little bit of dirt to dress up with.
You can only see it from the wall. That's our highest point. We were out there looking at it.
Alright.
Looks pretty smooth, I think.
Okay. Concrete's due shortly. Okay, mixer's here, already mixed up. We're on our way. One thing I can't stress enough is time for concrete, time for pouring. Make sure everything is ready. You don't want to be scrambling, and we all do it. Last minute things, last minute changes. Make sure all your expansion joints cut the length, ready to go. Rebar in place, tied when you can, up on chairs when you can. Yeah, sort anywhere, yep. Then come in on a mat, then straight shot. Try not to turn those tracks in the stone. And then we'll place chairs underneath the rebar as we back those buggies up. If we do it now, it just crushes them. We get a lot of comments, oh, you're pouring on top of rebar. See the leaf right there in the concrete? Pull that leaf out of there. There you go. Well, it could float to the top and, you know. Okay, pour went super easy. And if you watched any of our videos, you know this is almost like a day off for us. This is a pretty easy pour. Power buggy in on the level, no hillside to go up and down, not through the woods, over logs. Great access. These are nice projects. So mixer's leaving. So as we're waiting on concrete, everybody's just pulling stuff to the street. Steve's hitting the traction mats with the homeowner's garden hose, just knocking off any debris. We don't get to do that often, so when we get a chance to do it, it's nice to get them clean. And you can see how we leave the grass when we're done. Well, most of the time. When we can, we do try and protect it. 1 or 2 grass cuttings and they'll never know we were in here. I know I set my coffee somewhere. I'll find it. So the guys left us a little pile of dirt here yesterday. It was pretty nice, other than it did rain quite a bit last night and got wet. But once we got through the top 2 inches, it was decent. So while we're waiting on the concrete, just fluff that around the edge. It looks pretty nice for the homeowners now. Sprinkle grass seed, maybe a little more raking, get some rocks out of it. Bada bing. Don't want to leave it a total disaster for them. We want them to be happy we were here, not like, oh my God.
Plus it makes the concrete look nicer.
Yeah. Okay, concrete's all nice and safe, all rubbed up, nice and even and edged. If you do half, come back, overlap. Now you see color different, blah, 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 blah. You see the color difference in it. So you want to hit it all at the same time, working a straight line across it. Then we edge it at the same time, give a nice rolled edge. I am out of here. We're gonna head up and pour a set of steps. I'm leaving Steven and Elliot here with the wheels. They're gonna put the texture on this with our liquid release. And the rest of us are gonna go pour a set of steps. I'll bring a camera with me. Come on along.
Okay, so there it is. Elliot and I rolled all this concrete. Try to get you a good picture, a good view of it. This is our rolled slate. It's a nice soft impression, decorative look. Now that it's all rolled and texturized, we're gonna go ahead, pull the forms. Sorry about that. Get everything loaded up and then go meet the guys over to pour a set of steps. The next step for this one is to let everything dry. Tomorrow morning we'll come back over, put our control cuts in, cut it, clean it, scrub it, and then color it. And then after that dries, as you guys know, it's one of our favorite steps, is sealing it. That's when you see all the color get pulled out, it really becomes alive, and you get all that definition and contrast. So that's the plan. I'll see you guys over at the next job site.
Check the headset. Hopefully that was on the right angle. 3 rods bent around here under the risers where they can, all the way down. We dug a little ditch here. When I say we, I mean Ryan. I'm going to throw a piece of conduit in there, low voltage lighting. That'll look great going down this landscaping. So get a piece of conduit in now, much easier. All the step liners are clipped in place. These are less than $1 a piece. That way nobody has to hold them when we're pouring. They can stay right there. Most of the time no concrete gets behind them. Just makes using the step liners much easier. What's next? All our pouring tools are out. Now we just have to figure out how we're getting concrete through all this vegetation. We're going to do one mat right here, because I think we can nose in. So I'll build a little ramp right there where Jim's at. Bring them down, we'll turn it and dump to the side. So we can get landing and first step from up here. So buggies will come in there, dump, and we'll get 3 steps, and we'll go right below that bush. And then maybe one more at the bottom. Okay, he is just about done mixing. Go ahead and get a drink of water. We're gonna need it. So we're gonna come right down these ramps, and we'll rotate the hopper and dump. So a little bit of dragging. Steve's almost here with a sprayer. Look at that, there he is right on cue. So we'll get a sprayer going and get some liquid release on these step liners. I almost forgot what they were called. Good. Hold a second. Don't break the thing, stay there. I have them on hold. I think we're going to need a wheelbarrow. It's going to be close, all right. I'll grab a float and come right here and work that up. Yeah, as soon as Elliot gets done.
Okay.
Good. A little bit in this bottom step. You just give me a tuck right here. I'll pull it from underneath. That's good. That's good. Okay, bottom step is done. I got a wheelbarrow coming for right here. Gonna be close. Okay, so at the base of the rise is about every other one. I like the top one. We put a control cut, skip a step, control cut, all the way down to the bottom landing. When you see those hairline cracks right at the bottom of that step, the skinniest portion. So we like to get a cut in there when we can. We're going to be pulling these steps pretty soon. Nice slow, flat float. Flat float. Okay, there we are, all done and cleaned up for today. Let me see if I can get around to get some footage. Nice little project. It was a tough one though. We were trying to be careful of all the plants. I think we did a pretty good job. A lot of them are still there. There they are, all done. Broken stone face along this whole side. Now landscaping only has to come up to here. All through there. So tomorrow, coloring and sealing. See you then. Hi everybody, just finished up work. I had Steven and Elliot go over. And saw cut and clean a patio. So I'm gonna head over and seal it. And I'm getting flagged here on the road. What do you hoodlums want?
You want money.
You want money, huh? What do we got going on here, boys? What do we got going on here?
It's no lemonade, it's just money. No, it's $1 for, I mean it's $1 for large, 50 for small.
Okay, I had to plug the camera in real quick, yeah. There's $2, keep the change.
Thank you.
No ice?
We couldn't find any.
Couldn't find any ice.
Ice
It's
in the
cold
bin,
though,
yeah.
that's okay, it's cold.
Try saying the device
All right, I
name.
gotta get rolling. Thanks for the lemonade, boys.
Yeah.
I like the entrepreneur stuff you got going on here.
Our signs are on the two.
As I'm about to run them over. All right, I gotta go see old patio. See ya. Okay, this is the cut pattern that Steve chose. We talked about it. I always like center between the house and these posts, right down there. We always get a hairline right there in the winter time. If it freezes and this needs to heave, it'll always crack right there, as well as off of the posts. And then also, this is a key point for it to crack right there. If it's pinched on this wall and this can't move and this wants to, you'll get a hairline right off of there, and it usually comes on a 45. So Steve cut it off of that. So we have a nice size pad here. Should be good crack protection. It's pretty powerful. Okay, I'm down to my final 3 squares. These projects are kind of easy to do. I don't really need help on them. I don't need to run a shield around anything. If you get a little bit on that Versalock wall, you'll never know it. And if you get a little bit on this painted wall, you never know it. Now, I might get a little bit, but like I said, you're never going to see it. So Steven and some of the guys are getting a project ready. So I'll go ahead and take care of this. So that's all sealed, and this is no sealer. I just love how it brings the color out, gives it that 3-dimensional look. And this is still drying, so you're seeing blotchiness. Some of it will go away. Out here where it's drier in the sun is more of the look you're going to see. Back here, slow drying. I'll be out here in 1 second. Okay, one last look at it from up on the wall. They're going to put a little fire pit out here. So, hope you enjoy it. All right, let's go do the steps. Okay, so I just got over here. Again, we're using our poly seal from ChemMaster. So fill it up about halfway, and I'll put my traction grip in it, give it a good shake, and then finish filling it up. It's nice and cool out today. It's about 80 degrees right now. It is 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so it's going to start to cool off. I usually do these first thing in the morning or in the evening. So I usually put about 1/4 of a bottle in here. Just kind of eyeball it. You can see it just dissolving in there. Give it a little shake. And then I'll add the rest to it. When you start pouring a full can, put the spout at the top of the can and pour it from this angle, and it comes out a lot cleaner. If you started at the bottom, you get all that splashing. Once it's about halfway done, then flip the can around or whatever you want to do. Okay, it's all ready, all dissolved in there. So I'm about 3/4 full. I always put the cap back on set it in the shade. That way nothing, no debris blows into that can. This is about the time my phone rings. Give it a good shake. And let's head down to the patio. For whatever reason, this camera has like a real bright look to it. So maybe I'll set you both up. I wanted to use the headset and get this, but just in case those photos don't work out, here it is before sealer, and I'll get you one after. We're done. I always drain the sprayers back into the can. Take an empty sprayer home, not a half full one, and put it in the garage. Ideally clean them out, but we never do. That's why we have 30 laying in the garage. But at least drain them. And if you use them as much as we do, they'll be good to go for the next time. So there it is, all sealed. Let me show you a couple of the faces. I really like our broken stone liner face. And again, landscaping can come up to about here with all this ground cover. Oh, that's a hot air balloon. I'll throw it in the garbage can. So you can see we do broken stone liner back on our corners. Find a good place to come in. Ooh, that's just thick. There they are, all done. Not a huge set of steps, but kind of challenging to get to. As always, thanks for tuning in to Conquer with the Hosses. Hit that like and subscribe. Tell your friends. It's helped me keep this channel growing. Very happy with how it's going. It's going nice and natural. We're getting about 25 to 50 new subscribers a day. So I really like that climb. So let's keep it going. Thanks again. See you tomorrow.